IMDb. Here we go. IMDb. 10-star reviews. I'm all up in Entourage right now on IMDb. I'm like, Kevin Dillon, what have you been doing lately? Nothing. All right. 4.4 with 6,511 reviews.
I'm sorry, say that one more time.
Jesus Christ.
I was reading the synopsis on Mannequin 2.
Over 6,000 reviews on Mannequin 2.
That's crazy.
How many does Weekend at Bernie's have?
Weekend at Bernie's or Weekend at Bernie's 2?
Weekend at Bernie's.
I don't know. Probably over 3,000.
58,000.
Oh,
Weekend
nice.
at Bernie's 2. How many does that one have?
Better have at least 6,000.
13,000.
Nice. Good.
But the fact that 6,500 people had
Reviewed
something to say about this,
Yeah.
whether it's giving it stars or writing out a review on the toilet while you're on the toilet,
Right.
you still had fucking the effort to say, fuck this movie.
You know the one thing about this movie, though?
There's nothing about this movie other than them eating cheesesteak.
No.
Okay.
There is. And that is this podcast. These are the little gems that the fans are going to look for. Mannequin 2.
I don't know. I feel like people only listen to the episodes of movies they've seen. Because if you've never seen Mannequin 2, do you really want to hear someone talk about Mannequin 2?
I mean, I do that, though. I'll listen to reviews of movies I haven't seen.
Maybe I should put like a disclaimer on it that says like majority of this episode is not about Mannequin 2. So if you've seen Mannequin or prefer to listen to political rants from amateurs, this is your episode.
Yeah.
There you go. There's your disclaimer. Here we go. Mannequin 2, 6,500.
On the move.
On the effort. Mannequin on the move. 10 star, 10 user reviews.
10 star?
10 star user reviews. There's a very, very long one, which means it's very full of passion, which means maybe I should not read it. So I'm going to skip it. Christy Swanson saying, I will always love you. That's the title of this one. This one that's like okay to read. From 2020, just a few years ago, when you're stuck at home and you got nothing to do and there's a virus out there killing people. Watch Mannequin 2 and write a review.
On the move.
Mannequin 2 on the review. Got having this enchanted peasant girl laying in my bed saying that she'd always love me. Wow. That's basically what I'm going to ask for when I go to heaven. Oh. Christy Swanson is not only lovely beyond compare, but her attitude was spot on for a 1,000-plus-year-old girl out of touch with 1991.
We were just saying that she wasn't.
Yeah.
Throughout the entire... I mean, they did throw in enough to
make
the point.
But like I said, did they call it stomach 1,000 years ago? Was that like the word for it? Did she know like that was the rumbling in her tumbly?
Yeah, like I
that
said,
she
her
was
whole
hungry?
vernacular seemed off to me.
To be fair, most kids watching this movie would feel out of place seeing 1991 as well. That's a jab on you young whippersnappers there. It's funny, silly, romantic, action-filled, and all-around sweet movie.
Bullshit.
Safe for your date or your kids to watch. Wholesome and beautiful. I wished Hollywood made more movies like this one.
My God.
Do you think that maybe with like Christy Swanson coming out on the right wing side of the eagle
Elevated their review.
elevated her resurgence?
I would say most
like
oh,
people,
she's got a resurgence.
I'm just saying maybe she does have a resurgence.
Gotcha.
I mean, she's doing all these movies to cater to that group of people.
Well, according to this reviewer, apparently.
I mean, yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And it being from 2020.
Yeah.
Yes. All right, let's do another one.
And also, I would love to see what they consider a shitty movie.
I know. Like, a lot of these I really consider. What do you think? 10 out of 10. 2003. Oscar material, it ain't. It's going to be a misleading review for a 10-star, though, don't you think? Yes, this is a ridiculous movie. The plot is silly. There are holes in the script, and the premise is absurd. But it was never meant to be taken as a serious, thought-provoking film.
10 out of 10.
It's it's a fun, silly, romantic comedy. Christy Swanson is so adorable, and William Ragsdale is such a cutie. This is just a lighthearted, easy viewing. I mean, yeah, it totally is. It's like whatever, but like it's not a 10 out of 10. Like, your words are misleading, people.
Yeah.
This is why Twitter has filters for people until Elon Musk. You're putting out misinformation about how great this movie is. Yeah, there was a sequel in here that I was like, we should do, and I mean, let's see.
You thinking that you and I should make Mannequin 3?
No, I'm talking about Fright Night Part 2, starring that dude.
Oh. Yeah. We were supposed to do Fright Night 2 a long time ago.
Yeah. A long time ago. And I'll bring up again, Fright Night Part 2's got Uncle Rico playing a werewolf.
Nice.
And he's also a werewolf in Monster Squad. It's awesome. But I love Fright Night. And Charlie Brewster's awesome. I'd say that's what we do. It's a great connection.
Let's do it.
Okay, Fright Night 2, Mannequin 2, On the Move. What a fucking shit dog movie. I mean, it's a dog turd in a hot dog bun served to the audience. This movie sucks.
Agreed.
Terrible movie.
Hey, you know what? I think my dad's got a bunch of mannequins for no reason.
That's scary.
Maybe we should make Mannequin 3.
Yeah, we could do like a little 5-minute short or something. Get a mannequin here. Let's fucking do it, dude. People can watch it on our TikTok when we actually post it on the TikTok, Sequilibrium Podcast, or on the Instagram at Sequilibrium Podcast. Wouldn't you think? Maybe on YouTube.
Maybe.
At Sequilibrium Podcast.
Christy Swanson, reach out.
Oh, God, Christy Swanson. Why do you gotta... I used to have the Playboy with you in it.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
She went there, huh?
Yeah, I mean, that's the other thing. I had the Christy Swanson one, and then I had the Charisma Carpenter one, who was also in Buffy and Angel. That's why I said that. But yeah, she was in Playboy. Now she's like a right-wing Jesus person. She's in this show called Sons of Thunder.
Sounds cool.
To take Sons of Anarchy, but it's Jesus, army vet, traveling the countryside, kung fu style, helping people. Jesus Christ, these people are fucking... Your followers are nuts.
Hey, whatever gets you a payday.
Seriously. It's just so funny how like you could be that out of touch with reality. Just don't fucking get it. Anyways, this is not that type of podcast. Come back for Fright Night 2. Promise it'll be awesome.
Goodbye.
Oh, we should do Creed 2 soon too.
Creed 2. When does Creed 3 come out?
Soon, like in a week.
In a week?
Yeah, or a week or two or something like that.
Maybe we should do Creed 3.
Yeah, we'll see. Have you seen 1 and 2?
Yeah.
Okay. We'll see. All right, here we go. Lazy Disney Channel girls movie that is ultimately just sad. There's going to be a lot of these, I feel like. The writing, the story, and the supporting cast are just lazy. From the editing, the whole thing appears to be a series of lumbering, soul-sucking master shots made on the cheap L.A. Disney Channel girls tween movie. It just made me sad. I just picture them being like... Why does it have to be girls? I'm watching a movie about witches. Why did it have to be girls? I was really hoping it was going to be warlocks. The only redeeming moment was Bette Midler doing a musical number on a small stage that sadly devolves into the same sequence from the first movie. Who watches the sequel 30 years later and doesn't expect some things that are same from the first movie?
That's what you want.
Her voice, her ability to underscore the lyric with her performance, Just pure joy. Who can scream out book like Midler? Book! No, that wasn't close.
It was good, though.
The whole thing amounts to setting up characters for a long, crushing series of Disney Channel seasonal originals. If Disney Channel girl-centric shows and made-for-Disney Channel originals are your thing, a.k.a. direct-to-video, you'll have some fun. So that is how they judge how good something is if it's going to be direct-to-video. You know what was direct-to-video? Mandy, right? I'm sure that got a very small independent release, but it basically was direct-to-video.
Yeah.
Movie's fucking amazing.
Right.
I'm not saying this is the same, but I'm just saying, like, direct-to-video doesn't necessarily mean shit anymore.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, you still get, like, those stupid transmorphers, like the Transformer wannabe type of bullshit that's straight to DVD. Like, there's a new one.
Sharknado.
Top Gunner. You know, like a wannabe Iron Eagle meets Top Gun type of bullshit. Yeah, you're still going to get those, but you're also going to get some great fucking movies that are straight to DVD.
Yeah, even better now. Just access.
Okay, here we go. Here's another one. Not a good sequel. I'm just trying to scan it to see if it has anything to bitch about it being a girls' movie. The humor is corny and has way too much modern Disney Channel feel to be a true follow-up to the original. Now, the username starts with the name Adam, so I was kind of expecting something like that. The music is bad, the acting is terrible, and the storyline is all over the place. The explanation of finding a new black flame candle has no context. The Sanderson sisters were fine, but everybody else had their character, and their characters were a huge disappointment. I'm sorry, but didn't he explain that the book showed him how to make a new black flame candle?
Yeah. Yep.
So what is this guy saying, that the explanation of a new candle doesn't exist? See, this is what I mean. Like, I feel like these people watch these movies just to complain about bullshit. And so, like, things get overshadowed.
I bet you're right, because these are ones. Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wouldn't recommend it to anybody. Just stick with the original. Disney should have just left it at the original instead of trying to make a sequel and muddling the name and cult status of the original. Just felt rushed and slammed together without much care. I mean, as much as I don't like it compared to the first one, I don't think there's anything to, like, hate about it.
Yeah.
Like, enough to be like, don't watch this movie. This is fucking pieces of shit.
Yeah. And I'm sure Disney really regrets it.
I mean, if I'm... Regrets what?
Making the movie.
Yeah, they're like,
this is what they should have done.
We should have listened to Adam on IMDb. What the fuck were we thinking? Bill Eisner's going to kill us now. No, it's awesome. It's good. It's worth a watch. The first one's so much better. I feel like the first one was a little bit darker, and I really liked that about it. I love that they wanted to kill kids so much in the first one.
Yeah.
I thought that...
A little bit of that in here.
Barely.
Yeah.
They gave over immortality or just to have power. I would have fucking... okay, let me bitch about this about the first one. All those fucking kids were sitting outside their goddamn house. They had the potion, but yet Winifred's so fucking hellbent on vengeance and revenge that she's got to go get Danny. They could have fucking lived forever and then gone and got Danny.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, as much as I love the first one's full of those fucking holes too.
Right.
Like when they were in the kiln and the fucking CD player or the stereo has to melt first, but yet they escape the kiln and she knows French and repeating it as if the fucking stereo was going on the entire time. The entire time they were smoke hovering above the school.
Right.
Okay, that's it. I'm done. All right, everybody. Go to @Sequilibrium Podcast on Instagram, on YouTube, on Facebook. Send us an email about your gripes about Hocus Pocus 2, if any. And that's it.
That's all.
That's it. We got to do a Halloween sequel. So we should do a Halloween sequel.
Okay.
Maybe we should do Halloween Part 2.
Makes sense.
All right.
Let's do it.
What's today? Oh, shit. Yeah, we're going to have to do it soon because Halloween's coming up.
That's right.
All right. Halloween Part 2 is coming up next. That's Friday the 13th. I want to know what diehards think instead of the 1 stars. Don't you, Chad?
Yep.
Don't you?
Yeah.
Don't yawn, though. Makes it sound like you don't care. Yeah, I guess. Fuck it. Whatever. Donald Pleasance. Okay, what's the IMDb rating for Halloween Part 2?
4.9.
6.5.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, when you compare them to 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, it's far superior than those movies.
Sure.
Far superior.
Sure.
There are a lot of things to make it good. The seamless transition, fun kill scenes. I thought the guy who played Myers in this one did just as good as a job as the other Myers. So, I mean, there are a lot of good things, but there also are a lot of bad things.
Yeah.
That's why I think 6 is too high, but
I might watch it again, but
here goes. Excellent follow-up. On the same night of October 31st, 1978, Michael Myers is still on the loose in Haddonfield, and Laurie Strode has been hospitalized. Dr. Loomis is still hot on this trail as he discovers the truth behind Michael Myers and a shocking secret behind him. Now the killer is stalking the halls of Haddonfield Hospital as he wants Laurie, but can he survive the night yet again? Or can she? Sorry, can she? Because Michael didn't survive. Michael always survives. A fantastic sequel to John Carpenter's masterpiece. Masterpiece of horror is a chilling one as well. It's the best of the Halloween sequels. That I'll give you. As it works as a great follow-up that is just as good, scary, and exciting as the original. It's violent and gory with some memorable kills like the hot tub murder and the syringe in the head sequence. Yeah, we didn't mention that. That was a pretty rad scene where he's fucking... That
was very cool.
The makeup and the kill scenes were
I mean, using the scalpel to pick her up was kind of like...
That was over the top, yeah.
But
John Carpenter and Deborah Hill, who did the original movie, co-wrote and produced this installment. It's a worthy sequel that fans of the original might enjoy. See, like, I mean, I feel all those things, but, like, you can't just come and give something a 10 and not point out the stupid shit.
By the way, there was something I wanted to say.
What's that?
So I recently recut Kill Bill from a year ago.
Yeah.
You and I got together, watched them both. Something we never released.
Yeah.
But within that episode, I said that I would give Kill Bill a 9.
Uh-huh.
And you know what? The fucking audacity
of
me to say, man, give it a 9 to a film that I would watch over and over again, and get even more appreciation from every time. People, Kill Bill Volume 1 is a 10, without a doubt. I'm sorry.
Without a doubt.
For even pretending like it's not.
I feel you. Kill Bill 1 was fucking great, dude. All right, here's a 1 star.
Okay.
Here's someone who agrees with us. Hilarious is the title. Halloween was a brilliant film and made a lot of money for Carpenter. However, Halloween 11, I think he means 2, but instead of using I's, he used 1s. Proves the money and success of the original went to his head. Time and time again, people make this mistake. For example, the music. What did he do with this original?
Wasn't Carpenter's fault.
No, it wasn't. That he composed the original music on. Did he sell it? Because it's not in the movie, and that was the core ingredient in the original. Yeah, because it was all over the place in the original. You know, going to your car, going to the bathroom, going to school. Without that, we wouldn't have the classic that is Halloween. At the start of Halloween 2, the movie takes up from where it left off with the original, but there's a different synth. It wasn't there on the original. Why do this? Because it's another movie. My point being, if it's not broken, don't change it. I mean, I think a lot of the things that you look at, if you look at IMDb, while you're writing IMDb reviews, is that John Carpenter was uncredited on a lot of stuff with the movie. Also, you can read the IMDb trivia on his feelings about this movie. So don't blame Carpenter, because he did the best he could with what he had.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like he went out to do other great things. Like, what are other rad movies that he's done?
Yeah. I mean, ultimately, you blame the director.
Yeah.
Whatever.
He came back and did part 4.
Yeah.
That director who did part 2.
Huh.
Did you ever watch Vampires?
No, I don't think so.
John Carpenter made it?
No. I don't think I did.
With James Woods?
It's not ringing a bell.
I mean,
I know.
It's pretty good.
I know about it being in his catalog, but I don't think I've ever seen it.
I saw it in the theater a couple times. I remember just really enjoying it. James Woods was really cool. It just kind of like sucks that he's now one of those off the rail John Voight type of political right wing actors.
Right.
But they did do a sequel to it with John Bon Jovi.
Nice.
Yeah.
Shot? Does it get shot through the heart?
I think that vampire was to blame.
You like that?
That was a good one.
Thank you.
Call to arms again. Instagram.
Subscribe.
At Sequilibrium Podcast. Like, subscribe, follow on all of our stuff. Leave reviews. Email us what you think about Halloween Part 2.
Please do. YouTube. I put a lot of effort.
Yeah, Chad
into
puts
that
a lot of
YouTube
work
channel.
into YouTube. I feel like there's more subscribers on YouTube than there are for the audio aspect to the podcast. So change that.
I mean, as of right now, I think there's probably about 14 hours available on YouTube combined.
And there's probably about 36 hours on Spotify.
Oh, at least.
Yeah,
at
so
least.
Follow that shit. And Ghostbusters 2 next.
Yeah. Let's do it. And then a Christmas Story.
A Christmas Story is November, the first 2 weeks of November.
I think.
Okay.
I don't know what that falls on.
Yeah, that's going to be a
Thursday.
fun one. I feel like maybe we should wait and do on Christmas, do that episode.
Should we?
Yeah.
Are you going to be able to hold off? You're the one I'm worried about.
No, I'm going to watch it as soon as it comes out. But
so we're not watching it together.
Well, I mean, that's the tough thing, is because Christmas Story is a movie I like to watch only on Christmas.
Yeah. Kind of like whatever it was. Hocus Pocus.
Kind of like Hocus Pocus. Yeah. Which, I mean, I'll make an exception for this year. Change is good. Change is what turns a caterpillar into a butterfly.
That's right.
So we will do our best to do as many Christmas movies this year.
I love it. Was there a jingle all the way too?
Yes, there was, with Larry the Cable Guy.
Really?
Yep.
Oh shit! I don't even know if I want to go there.
Yep. There's Jingle All the Way 2. There's Santa Claus 2, which we started but never did.
Yeah, it might be fun to do that now.
Yeah. There is.
Maybe I can swerve you again, and we'll just watch Weekend at Bernie's 2 again.
I know, that'll be so funny. Ghostbusters 2 is a Christmas movie, but then there's all those kinds of movies that are like, are they Christmas movie? Because we could do Die Hard 2, because that takes place during Christmas.
Yeah. We were gonna do Die Hard 2 about a year ago. It just kind of fell by the wayside.
Yeah. So we'll try to pump in as many as we can till the end of the year.
Okay.
All right. Thanks. Bye.
So what are we doing? 1-star reviews?
Yeah, because who's gonna? I want to read the downright hatred for this movie. Because I'm not saying. Hey, John Wick 4 trailer just dropped.
Really?
Yeah.
Today?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
it's on the front page of IMDb.
We were gonna do Pearl. as well. Today.
Yeah.
And I dropped the ball. I didn't watch X.
Just totally fine because we're gonna.
But doing a reaction video to John Wick is a good little bonus we could do today.
Oh, okay.
Still squeeze something in.
Okay, what's the IMDb rating?
IMDb 6.
6.6. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
Why would Rotten Tomatoes have it a 55 and like IMDb is like over? Well, I mean IMDb and that shit's different. 1 star. There's not really many 1 stars. Surprisingly enough, but there are plenty. And there are, oh my God, this first one's like fucking 10, 15 paragraphs long.
Must be all those good vibes that came from the slime of the movie.
Just emitted through the TV. Like, oh, Ghostbuster 2, why bother? July 3rd is when they wrote this review. Gearing up for Independence Day. Probably the worst sequel since Caddyshack 2. Ghostbuster 2 makes the viewer wonder why they sullied the reputation of the first movie to make this dog. The thin plot centers on some goo that is underneath New York and is somehow causing evil to emanate from it.
Super cool, by the way.
Yeah, it's a fucking fantastic explanation.
From the very beginning,
Yeah.
once you see the slime coming up through the cracks, it's like, yeah.
And the whole way-
shit I want to see.
The whole way the movie starts with like showing scenes of everybody being pieces of shit. And like even Egon's job is to gauge or to see if negative response has an effect in the
Right.
world around it.
Yeah, which is funny.
Yeah,
too.
it's totally awesome. So yeah, oh no, they didn't explain it at all. Fucking thin plot.
Yeah. Slime's so stupid.
Dana has a son, and he is a necessary part of a long-dead prince's plan to come back to life on Earth. The Ghostbusters go from being out of business to back in business to stop this evil prince. The movie is I mean, that just sounds like a fucking great movie.
It does.
I mean, that sounds like you just explained a good movie.
Yeah.
The movie is full of filler. The court scene and the obligatory ghosts are absurd to say the least. They don't look like humans, yet the judge quickly identifies them. And is so bad that I would have turned it off halfway through if I had been watching it by myself. But since I had company, I couldn't be a complete dickhead. Simply dreadful. Oh, I hate when people like say that.
Yeah, see that now that sounds like some typical critic thing. I fucking hate that too, especially the positive ones where it's like an exhilarating fucking mind trip of a whatever.
But like when you look at like all the other previous statements they said, it is the kind of person that would say something like simply dreadful. Like someone who would have a Tasmanian devil tattoo from Looney Tunes would say stupid shit like that. Like, I put punctuation in the wrong spot. And then they try to be all fucking poetic. And it's simply dreadful. Anyways, I'm not done yet. Avoid this movie like the plague and enjoy the original for everything that this movie is not.
Whatever. I disagree.
I
think they did a great job. I mean, it was 2 same writers, right?
Yeah,
Dan Aykroyd and what's his name?
Ramis. Yeah. Okay, here you go. January 15th, 2010. 1 star. Complete remake of the original movie. One of the worst sequels ever made. Only the second X-File movie is an even bigger piece of crap than this. Weaver is not a sexy female lead. I beg to differ.
Me too.
Have you seen Alien? She is too Okay, I'm gonna give this a fucking disclaimer. This is written by one of these kinds of people. It's almost as if this movie. I want to see if they wrote a review for the lady remake version of this movie.
Ooh, yeah, you can see all the reviews they've written, can't you?
Yeah, I think so.
Let's see if they're worth it.
She is too tall, and she has a boyish body and a deep voice.
Fuck this reviewer.
Oh my! I mean, I would almost say that Sigourney Weaver might have been that first crush, like that first early crushes I had growing up. Yeah,
it definitely didn't sit that way with me. I find her more attractive now as an adult than ever before. But as you and I mentioned in a previous podcast, fucking Aliens and Ghostbusters is about all I have when it comes to referencing Sigourney Weaver.
Cabin in the Woods, dude.
Yeah.
She's the CEO. It's fucking rad. Yeah, have you seen that movie?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, dude.
No.
Yeah, you got to watch that movie. I got to let you borrow that.
Yeah.
Bill Murray looks bored and asleep throughout the whole movie. The romantic scenes are obnoxious, as well as Bill Murray's scenes with the baby. I thought his scenes with the baby were fun. I think his interactions with the child that wasn't his it was funny. Like, he accepted that baby because it's Dana's.
And when does he not look bored?
Yeah.
And that's Bill Murray's whole shtick.
The effects are at least better in the original. Al through that sucks, too. Although. Simply dreadful.
Yeah.
A sequel clearly made only for the money, and now Hollywood dishes out a remake with an all-female cast. This has worst idea ever written all over it. I would ask why, but the answer is obviously that they have run out of ideas and think they can make money of the original.
Well, what a misogynistic asshole.
Okay, here you go. One more, and then we're done. This is written in... This person's name is Milliken. Like the town in Colorado? April 4th, 2000. Absolutely terrible. Leprechaun 5 in the Hood is such a better movie than Ghostbusters 2.
Whoa.
What's with these dorky, pointless villains? Vigo, for crying out loud? The ending's terrible. We can save the city with positive energy. How stupid. Some of the ghosts and the Titanic are pretty cool, I guess, but it's not nearly as funny or entertaining as the original. Oh, well.
How stupid, showing the population that positive energy could be a good thing.
Yeah. I do think it's funny that the Ghostbusters didn't defeat Vigo, but the citizens of New York basically did by singing outside of the museum.
Right.
They're the ones that really saved the day.
Kind of
and
like in Santa Claus when they sing to, get the sleigh.
Oh,
going
yeah,
again.
yeah. That's Elf, not Santa Claus.
Oh, what the fuck.
Jesus Christ.
God damn it.
Tell
You
you-
and your Christmas movies.
Tell you,
Fuck
tell you.
off.
Oh, my God, I can't wait for Christmas Story.
Yeah, you looking forward to it?
Yeah, so we can...
Our biggest fan
Do it.
the other day brought it up to me
Who's that?
at work.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm stretching.
Yeah, you are. That was a nice stretch.
All right, so next week we're going to do...
It'll be
Pearl?
out by then, won't it?
What?
Christmas story?
Yeah, that will be out by next weekend. So maybe we should just do that. Wait, no, next weekend. It's out on the 18th. Next Friday. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. So if we'll do it later. I want to watch Pearl.
I know you do.
All right.
I know you do. You just felt the need to bring it up once more.
Yeah, one more time. We're doing
I already
Pearl
apologized.
next week. We're doing Pearl next week. Fucking dying to see this movie. X is so good. If you haven't seen it, people, please watch it. It's so alright.
No, I haven't watched it yet either.
So fucking good. All right, follow us on Instagram at HeyBase. That's my old podcast.
Oh my God.
At Sequilibrium Podcast. Follow that shit on all the platforms. Like, review, submit, all that fucking shit.
Please do.
Thank you. What the hell? I'm going to end it. Simply dreadful. There's a lot of like 1-star reviews, and I almost wonder if it was like the Donkey Show that ruined it for them. But this 1 star is from 2019. Justin Dahl. He's using his full name as his username. Ooh. Another disgusting film by the worst director in Hollywood. Warning, there's spoilers. If you want to see disturbing sexual scenes, drug use, and unbelievable amount of gross, underproduced character flaws, and a ton of continuity errors directed by an ex-Catholic that sold his soul for money, this is a film for you. I I didn't feel that way at all.
I don't
In
even
fact,
know what
all
to
those
say.
things that he described, I did want to see. So he's almost selling the movie for people. All right, here you go. April 14th.
You want to see strong sexual content, extreme violence, and
smoking.
yeah.
They're smoking cigarettes in this movie. Mexican Russia fetish. That's what this is called. This is from 2021. As if no movie maker can make a movie in Hollywood unless there's some Russians or Chinese or bad in it. Cringe. What movie were they referring to? Not this one. Not at all. Is it because Randall called Dante a drone?
I don't know.
Here's a very long one from 2006. You look so fucking sleepy right now. Are you gonna make it the next 10 minutes?
I think so.
Do I need to have a pep talk with you? Unfunny jokes ahoy. Fanboys are the only ones enjoying it. Clerks 2 contains approximately 2 funny jokes mixed amongst 5, I'm going to say trillion. They didn't put commas in between the zeros. Unfunny middle school induced jokes. The movie is also full of needless scenes of filler since Smith apparently couldn't put together a full 1x30 with his festival of potty humor. Most of the jokes simply consist of combining 2 random terms into one word. I wish they would give me an example.
I wish he would tell us which 2 scenes made him laugh.
I know.
That's all I care about now.
Oh, this one, their name is Acid Angel, so I'm guessing lady. Unless you're one of the extreme Smith fanboys like everyone else who is voting for this film, avoid it like the plague. Smith fans will try to convince you that the movie has a deep storyline of people coming to terms with their cruddy jobs and relationships. I mean, really, that is what it is.
Yeah.
Sorry, there's like fucking dick jokes in the middle. But in reality, that's just their attempt to make the movie seem to have some type of substance to people who see through the weak humor and weak story. The movie is not a 10. Stop bumping it up, fanboys. Yeah, it's not a 10, but it's fucking great.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to read one 10 out of 10 because I want to see the fucking super love for this movie. Because, yeah, I mean, let's be honest. It's not a fucking 10 out of 10 film. It's a film that you're making in between your opus, in between your like fucking great one. Oh man, this is a long one, and it's called Clerks 2: A Great Conclusion to the NJ Saga. They're gonna have to go back and re-edit when 3 comes out. Man, the people who love it, love it. There is some fucking long ones in here. Another Kevin Smith feel-good classic, maybe. Once again, Kevin Smith gave us a comedy that makes you smile, laugh, and say, oh my God, they can get away with that in a rated R movie? I've seen shit people get away with in PG movies, dude. I don't know if you're ready for that. Although this is not as brilliant as Clerks, it is a very well done film from one of my favorite directors. I'm not going to read any more of this because it's just going to say the same shit that we always say. But yeah, I mean, anyone giving this movie garbage, dude, clearly doesn't understand. They didn't watch the first Clerks movie. Yeah. I mean, how much fucking Randall's in the first Clerks movie is like trying to rent that Hermaphrodite movie for Dante so they can watch together. I mean, like, it's not any fucking different. It's just in color this time.
Yeah.
And it's more readily available than the first Clerks.
Yep.
Which I think if you've never seen Clerks, then why the fuck are you listening to this episode? Other than the pure enjoyment of what me and Chad bring to the table.
Oh, yeah. There's a lot of enjoyment here.
Just me watching you sleepy over there. You're like, oh, man, I'm so tired.
So TikTok videos, they wore me out.
I know. We took so many takes making this one simple 15-second fucking bullshit that's probably not even going to take off. That's all right. We're not going to quit trying because people are going to keep coming to us. People are going to keep listening to this. Head over to Sequilibrium Podcast on Instagram, TikTok, email sequilibriumpodcast@gmail.com, YouTube. Sequilibrium, Facebook, Sequilibrium. Did I forget anything? Friendster, LinkedIn, MySpace. We're also on Napster.
Hashtag puppies of TikTok.
Hashtag puppies of TikTok. All right, what else are we going to do next? RoboCop 2?
We could do Hot Shots next.
Okay, we'll do Hot Shots next.
We did just watch a comedy, though.
Okay, so we want to watch something serious?
But I don't know if I'm feeling Robo 2 quite yet.
We'll figure it out through the week, and then it'll be a surprise.
What was the one I was surprised we hadn't done?
You were surprised we haven't done?
Yeah, there was... Die Hard 2. Why did we never do Die Hard 2?
I don't know.
Because I watched Die Hard with the kids, remember?
Yeah.
And I thought it was leading to an episode.
Maybe for Christmas. I mean, not this year. I'm talking about last year.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we'll do Die Hard 2 then.
Yeah.
All right, well, we'll figure it out later in the week. No Snoochie Booches, thank God, in that one. Snoochie Booches.
Snoochie Booch.
Boochie, right? I don't know. All right, everybody, thanks for listening.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Do you know what the IMDb rating for Volume 2 is?
The IMDb rating? I'm
Yeah.
going to go with an 8.5.
It's a simple 8.
Yeah.
Just a basic 8. There's a ton of 1 stars. And it's almost like the 1 stars are like people who don't get Tarantino's filmmaking style with the long dialogue and all that. It's like, you got to go in knowing that there's going to be nod-off moments.
Yeah.
But I found this one from 2004, May 4th, 2004. And Star Wars Day. It's called Second Part of This Film, because that's what it is. This story began interesting, becoming a journey without return. The ending, completely weighted, not at all unusual. As he began, he did not wind up his ending. It was boring. Silly, and we all were expecting already the Bill's famous death. I really don't know what they see this film. To no one of both. Too much fantasy. Who was she? The Wonder Woman or Steel Woman? That nobody was able to do something like a wound or something. That's the review. So her invulnerability really pissed them off, or the fact that she was extremely vulnerable. I mean, what happened when she fucking opened the door to Bud's trailer? She gets fucking rock salt shot right into the chest, knocked her out,
buried alive.
Yeah. So I love people with their 1-star reviews where it's like, take the time to think about it. It's like, this isn't a drunk text you're sending your ex-girlfriend. Like, really think about it before you put it on the internet. 1 out of 10. This is from 2021. This is from May 5th, 2021. 17 years later, not from the same person. Their name, Digital Beach Bum. And it's called, He's Dead, Jim. But the guy's name's Bill. I don't get it. We'll find out.
I guess we will.
There are plenty of visually pleasing scenes, but the movie is lacking in anything interesting in the dialogue. I found this seriously overrated. So many people jumping on the bandwagon, but only because Tarantino is a fad. The only decent movie he did was Pulp Fiction. So he's never watched any of the other ones?
Apparently, yeah.
How about True Romance, pal? You ever seen that movie?
He just wrote that.
He just wrote it, but still, like, I mean, for your that was his first movie, right? That he's written.
I think so, yeah. And then Natural Born Killers, and then he got...
he did Natural Born Killers?
Yeah, he wrote that. He doesn't like the movie, but he wrote the screenplay.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I mean, fuck, Oliver Stone killed that movie. It was awesome.
Yeah.
All right, we got to see what a high praise is. This is a long one, but the title's called "I Feel So Cheated." Of what? What did you feel cheated of?
Bill died.
Okay, this one's called 2020. This one's called "Bitch, You Don't Have a Future." Was that a line from the movie?
I don't think so. Yeah, it was.
Was it? Yeah.
Yeah, who said it, though? I'm trying to think. Oh, yeah, she said it to... Hannah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When they were fighting in the trailer.
Yeah.
I've only seen this once before, and I didn't remember it being that good. So I was nicely surprised when I enjoyed it almost as much as Volume 1. The fantastic choices made for the first film would have been difficult to recreate. So
This is a 10?
This is an 8.
Oh, an 8.
Or 7. So I can understand why it was So I can understand why it was a more understated film. But that is why it's just not quite so good. The fight scene with Lucy Liu's bodyguards was brilliant in that film, but wouldn't have fitted in the second part. Again, another thing that like you've brought up that someone else has felt the same way about too. Mm-hmm. That's the only thing it's really lacking, I think. It was an interesting ending, which I'd forgotten, and like the fact that it was dragged out. I didn't. I didn't at all. And it's not just because I'm tired and a belly full of pizza rolls.
Yeah, I would have been happy with him dropping and then the credits.
And then the credits roll. Yeah, like
not like fucking the kid comes out. She walks out with the kid. All of a sudden they're in this fucking motel room. The kid's watching cartoons.
She's laughing uncontrollably on the floor. Yeah.
What the fuck ever. Come on.
The whole thing moved with pace and kept you interested, as did the first. I did have to look away during the Texas burial scene because it freaked me out, and it's a shame that Michael Madsen has started to look like the PE teacher from Glee.
I disagree with the pace, though. It definitely was not as good.
No.
And nowhere near as good. As a matter of fact, that's why my ratings are so far apart, is the pacing even more than the running time.
Yeah, I put the Volume 1 at a 7 or an 8.5, maybe even a 9.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
I'd always thought he was sexy before, but I thought Daryl was superb. Daryl Hannah was superb, and I loved the martial arts training section with Pai Mei, Tarantino's second best film.
Yeah, the whole Pai Mei stuff was great. You know, I like that.
It really was.
The fight scene with Hannah.
I mean, not just because he like flicked his chin beard constantly, like I love the sound effects on that shit. Here's one more because we do 2 and 2.
You're going to eat like a stupid Caucasian bitch.
Yeah.
What did he say?
Jap fatheads.
Eat like a dog.
Yeah, you're gonna live on the floor.
Yeah.
Only complaint is that it was 20 minutes too long. This is from August this year.
Agreed.
Pros: I like the style of filming, the storyline and script. However, the script occasionally drags. It's structured really well. The incorporation of martial arts is brilliant. The main character is an amazing actress, and supporting casts are great too. Yeah, who's that fucking main actress? I don't know who she is. Who are all these supporting people? Cons: excessive talking to the point where characters were actually rambling. I think they should have cut some out and kept the movie under 2 hours. Overall, great movie. They should make it a trilogy.
Yeah, it kind of feels like Quentin Tarantino spent 10 years developing Volume 1 and crafting exactly what he wanted to do with the camera.
Yep.
And just executing it perfectly.
And
then he was fucking rushed
to do Volume 2
in a few months to come up with the rest.
They're only a year apart.
Yeah, that's kind of strange.
Volume 1 was 2003.
I mean, obviously, you would think he was probably shooting some of it at the same time. I don't know.
I mean, in a year, Uma Thurman looked completely different in the beginning of this one from the end of Volume 1.
Did you think?
I thought so. I thought she looked a little bit older.
Huh.
I do love how this started out, though, with the recap. I thought I thought it was pretty funny.
I thought there was almost too much of that shit.
I mean, it was long, but the fact that they had a recap really made me feel like I was watching like an old TV show.
Right.
And it's like previously on Kill Bill.
Yeah.
And it's all black and white and stuff. I mean, there are a lot of fun cinematography to this movie. Her in the black and white. It's black and white inside the coffin. Yeah, that was awesome. That was cool.
Yeah. Threw me off talking about the coffin.
Oh, sorry. Did you have something in mind?
I did have something.
And they took it from you?
They took it. You took it away. Took it away. Yeah.
What should we do next?
Look Who's Talking too.
Okay, I'm down. I love Look Who's Talking, and we'll do Look Who's Talking too. Do you remember who's in Look Who's Talking too?
John Travolta.
Uh-huh.
No, I don't remember who else.
Damon Wayans does a voice for a little kid.
Oh, no shit.
Gilbert Gottfried. Mel Brooks.
Oh, nice.
Roseanne Barr. Or just Roseanne.
All
whichever she wants.
voices?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. And
Roseanne, is she the other
she's the
main
daughter.
baby?
She's the daughter, yeah. And Casey Jones. The actor who played Casey Jones plays Kirstie Alley's brother. Love sequels, man. I've watched tons of them. I can't wait to watch that one with you. Just a couple of dudes laying around watching Look Who's Talking Too. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
No, not at all.
Do you have anything else you want to say about Kill Bill Volume 2 before we pass on? Pass on?
I don't think so. What do you think?
I think it was great, but I don't think I'm going to watch it again for a long time.
Not Kill Bill Volume 2, no.
Now, if Kill
Bill, I mean, seriously, I could watch it right now again and be okay. I'd be content with watching it again. It's that good.
I mean, if you're like you were like, oh man, let's hang out, watch Kill Bill, and then you're like, you want him to leave, but you don't know how to say leave, so you're like, well, I'll put on Kill Bill Volume 2, and then you're like, I'll just fall asleep, and then they'll leave.
Right.
That's the next time I watch Kill Bill Volume 2.
There's just so much about the first one. There's something to appreciate in every single fucking scene.
Yeah.
About the first one.
For real.
Whether it's the editing or the camera work or the fucking audio or whatever it might be, there's something to appreciate about every single fucking aspect of the movie. This doesn't have that, but it's still good. I'd still recommend it, especially if especially if you've seen the first part.
For sure.
Why the fuck not?
Yeah. Like, how do you watch the first one and then someone being like, "Oh, have you seen Volume 2?" Expecting the answer to be yes, and they go no.
Yeah.
What happens? How does Bill die?
Right.
What happens?
Yeah. Did you look up the not the budget, but the box office totals?
I can.
You should. I'm curious if his
okay,
the little cliffhanger, at the end of the first, if that helped him out with box office results.
Volume 2, $30 million was the budget. Opening weekend was 25.6. Gross was 66.2. Worldwide was 154.118.
Okay,
so it made $154 million. It's not bad.
Not bad. That was Volume 2.
It's a nice chunk of change. Yeah, it was Volume 2.
Okay.
And then Volume 1 was $30 million budget. Opening weekend was $22 million. Gross was $70 million. Worldwide, guess how much worldwide was?
220 million.
Oh, that's thinking high. No, 180.
See, these sound really low to me for Tarantino.
I mean, this was like the early 2000s. I mean, all he had was Pulp Fiction fame. Like, what was his next movie after this?
Probably would have been The Hateful Eight.
Tarantino?
Yeah.
2004?
The first film after Kill Bill?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so, man.
Dude, there's Inglourious Bastards in the middle of there.
Is that in the middle?
Yeah. Let's see. Writer. Kill Bill Volume 2. The next one was an episode of CSI, Crime Scene Investigation.
You're kidding.
No.
He was the director for an episode?
Story by. He wrote a story for CSI.
Okay. That makes more sense.
His next one was Grindhouse, or Death Proof. And then Inglourious Bastards. And then Django. And then Hateful Eight.
Oh, really? Django was before Hateful Eight.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
Yep. All right, look who's talking too after this one. All right, I guess we could do that. We can.
Why you seem so much less excited now?
No, I'm pretty excited. No, man, John Travolta pretending to be Elvis.
Squealed like a little girl when I first said it. Now you're trying to cover it up with like, yeah, I guess. Look who's talking to. If we have too.
I guess I won't quote that movie while we're watching it.
Hey, could we watch it without the subtitles on, please?
I don't understand why you don't like subtitles. I love watching
It
shit
wasn't
with
bad
subtitles.
on here. It wasn't bad. But sometimes it'll point out the shit that I'm already like appreciating in my own head. I'm like, like the first one, cereal crunching. I'm like, yeah, motherfucker.
Yeah.
I know. I hear the cereal crunching. You don't have to tell me.
I saw the sweat of that sound editor.
Yeah.
Get low to get that sound. All right. Look who's talking to cleanse the palate after all this.
Are you pressing the button? Are we ending the show?
We are ending the show.
Okay. Goodbye, everyone.
Bye.